A big day here for the Cardano ecosystem. We've got the SEC weighing in on exactly what role Cardano could play when it comes to Donald Trump's recently announced strategic crypto reserve. And in addition, we've got Coinbase doubling down, filing a brand new application in order to jumpstart futures trading for Cardano. Now we're going to be breaking down all of this news. Without any further ado, let's jump on in. Oh, what's up, ADA gang? Welcome into Dapp Central, your home for everything blockchain and crypto. I'm your host here for Reed. An exciting day indeed. Bitcoin finally beginning to trend upwards as we're getting some momentum here for Cardano. Now, if you've missed it, Grayscale recently filed an application in order to launch their own ADA trust. And we're going to be talking about that, but then we're also going to be highlighting some recent news that the SEC has just posted about the strength for Cardano and exactly where they see Cardano being a good fit for the government. Now, in addition, as I've just mentioned, we've got Coinbase, who's also launched an application, who has also submitted, I should say, an application in order to launch trading or futures trading for Cardano ADA. Now, keep in mind that all of these things combined means access to Cardano, that's number one, and that's both from a retail perspective and an institutional perspective. Number two, additional liquidity in order to be market makers for all these different markets and applications that they include Cardano in. But then in addition to that, adoption and of course, price appreciation. Now, before we go any further breaking down all these details, if it's your first time stopping by the channel, my goal is to help you find your footing here within the Cardano and Bitcoin ecosystems. If you appreciate content like this, I would appreciate you if you could smash that thumbs up on the way in. It's by far one of the easiest ways to support me as a content creator. If you want more, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to voice off down below. Now, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right on in here. I do want to just quickly acknowledge the fact that the SEC has chosen to delay their decision on the spot ETF application that was submitted by Grayscale. And so in my last video, I broke down the fact that they had delayed the applications for XRP, Solana, and I want to say there was one other asset, but I did not mention Cardano. And of course, the community has kept me honest. And I've taken a closer look here, and it does seem that they did also delay their final choice for the Cardano ETF or the Cardano Trust, which again was filed by Grayscale. So I just want to briefly touch on this here, and then we're going to jump straight into the SEC's most recent feedback about the assets that could potentially be used within that strategic crypto reserve announced by Donald Trump. So it states here the SEC has announced a delay in its decision regarding several spot ETF applications, including those for Grayscale's Cardano ADA Trust and other major cryptocurrencies. So those obviously include Doge, XRP, Litecoin, Cardano, and it's not the end of the world, right? And so just scrolling down, it states that the regulatory body has indicated that it needs more time to consider the proposed rule changes and the issues raised therein. The SEC has now set a target date of May 21st of 2025 as the deadline by which they will either approve or disapprove the proposed rule changes or institute proceedings to determine whether to disapprove them. This delay affects not only Grayscale, but other applicants such as Canary Capital, who have filed for XRP ETFs. Again, thanks for the community for keeping me honest there. I wanted to at least start off by breaking that piece of news down, given the fact that I did not get to catch that in my last video. Now let's get to what was just released today, and this is probably even more exciting. Now, I'll leave the link to this particular article or this particular document down below. It's a PDF posted directly from the SEC website. Now, this is initially focusing on XRP, and it talks about why XRP could be one of the best assets to keep within the strategic financial assets when it comes to cryptocurrencies for the USA. But there's also mentions of other assets here at the very bottom. Now, what I love here is that they give us a very nice summary of exactly where they think Cardano has a strength and where they think Cardano could actually do some benefits or could do some good for the US government. And so let's maybe just sort of start off here with the very top level talking about XRP. where it states that for state level financial transactions and the optimization of government payments and interbank liquidity, that XRP could in fact be a good fit. Now, what about Solana? A lot of people obviously not fans of Solana here within the Cardano ecosystem, but the SEC believes that Solana or Sol could be used for high-speed blockchain applications such as real-time government databases, secure voting mechanisms, and digital ID management. Now, my thinking is here, and I'm not attacking Solana by any means, I'm only stating the facts. Solana has gone down. So when I see mentions of secure voting mechanisms, I'm already, seeing red flags with that. Digital identity management, I'm thinking about the bots, the failed transactions, the spam, that's all taking place right now on Solana. And so maybe for, high-speed blockchain applications that don't rely or that don't use secure or personal information, or PII is what people typically call that, I think that Solana could do well. But when you're talking about secure voting and digital ID management, I do believe that Cardano could do that better, given the security, the infrastructure, and the decentralization. Now, this is the best part, where it mentions that Cardano is best suited for academic credentialing, smart contracts for government services, and secure infrastructure management. This is such a massive step forward. Many of us here within the Cardano community already knew this, but to see this coming directly from the SEC, while we have Bitcoin DeFi coming to Cardano, we've got ETF applications from left to right. We've got a lot of scaling solutions about to finally start releasing on the main L1. And then in addition to that, just sort of a new outlook with the partner chain framework. I think that Cardano is set for massive gains, but then just for massive adoption. And so the key takeaway here is that Solana and Cardano should be integrated into the US digital infrastructure, but not included in the reserve strategy. Instead, they enhance efficiency and security for state applications, while XRP remains the key asset for financial transactions. So let me know what you guys think down below. It sounds like the SEC is very clear. XRP is really great for financial transactions, whether that's US based or anything happening across the globe or across the world. But then Solana for its speed, and then Cardano for, I just want to make sure I'm saying this correctly, academic credentialing and smart contracts for government services. Now, because this is just fresh off of the press, I'm still sort of wrapping my head around the announcement, but I'm going to be digging into seeing exactly what kind of government services and what kind of academic credentialing they might be referring to. Again, if you guys want and appreciate that type of content, please smash that thumbs up or consider subscribing if you're not already a subscriber. Now, as we get ready to wind things out there, we have to talk about Coinbase, where they are now seeking the CFTC's approval in order to launch Cardano futures trading. If you aren't aware, Coinbase is by far the biggest exchange within the USA. And right now, before we've got retail, we're starting to see a lot of different companies asking to get Cardano listed. Now, of course, Gemini, they're still holding out. I think they'll come around. But the fact that Coinbase already supports ADA, Binance already supports ADA, and we've now seen Tootle Capital filing for an ETF in order to, I want to say it was for a 2x leverage ETF in order to trade Cardano. We're now also seeing Coinbase doing the same thing, asking for a futures application in order for trading to take place on their platform. So it states here, Coinbase Derivatives, a subsidiary of the prominent cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase, has filed for self-certification with the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, or the CFTC, in order to launch their ADA futures. Now, the filing was submitted on January 30th, and it's intended to secure regulatory approval ahead of the planned launch date of March 31st. I mean, that's literally 2 weeks away. Now, in closing, the decision to introduce ADA futures is significant due to the rising popularity and market capitalization of Cardano, the blockchain platform behind the ADA cryptocurrency. So let me know what you guys think down below. We've got Coinbase turning bullish on Cardano. We've got the SEC also turning bullish on Cardano. we've got Grayscale, we've got Virtune Capital, we've got Toodle Capital, we've got 21 shares. We've also got, I want to say there's a couple of other fund managers that have ETFs for Cardano, but just beginning to finally see, right, the fruits of the labor of the Cardano network, the Cardano ecosystem has me extremely excited. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree, right, with the SEC's decision to delay the applications by Grayscale? Do you think that they're going to approve them? Do you also agree with sort of their classification as to what Solana does best, what XRP does best versus what Cardano does best? And then if you're a Coinbase customer, will you be using this trading feature for ADA Futures? Again, let me know down below. I don't want to ramble on too long here, but I want to take the opportunity to at least get this bit of content out there. As always, if you do enjoy this type of content, please smash that thumbs up on the way out. If you want more, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or maybe I just missed something again, feel free to leave a comment down below. That said, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.